welcome. I'm Daniel G. Garza, and this is the Divo show. It's Friday, 5 p.m. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching me on Facebook, thank you for joining us. Please share this on your page so that your friends and family can watch along. If you're watching me on LinkedIn, you can also share this on your page if you like. All of our friends on Twitter, you can retweet this and also be part of the conversation. And if you're watching me on YouTube, do me a favor. Won't you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time a new episode comes out. Here on the Divo is part of Little Mexican Productions, Inc., and we have 3 shows on the air. So if you hit the notification buttons, you'll be notified every time a new show is posted on YouTube. And if you hit the notification button on anywhere, you'll be notified every time there's a new show on any of our pages. So thank you for joining us. Remember, to be part of the conversation, you need to go into the video and hit the me, type me there. Otherwise, I won't be able to see it. If you just type it in the regular comments, it won't come up. So make sure you go in there. Cheers. I'm actually having some chamomile tea today. All of a sudden, I just craved chamomile tea, which is really interesting. But I'm using one of our all the way cups. This is a Put It Together Conversations, Christian and Daniel show, and the Divo. So it's an all 3 cup. Soon they'll be out on the merchandise. I'm just having issues getting my merchandise page together. So if you're familiar with merchandising apps, let me know. Hi, chulo, how are you? Hola, pues con lo chulo. Oh, yeah, you're already chiflándome desde el principio. Órale, comadre. I'm doing well. Let me get my camera turned off. Why did it turn off? There we go. I'm doing well. Thank you so much. It's been a hectic week. All right, Monica, we're going to get you started in just a second. I want to get some banners here going. Remember, make sure that if you are looking for a private session, make sure that you send me a message and a private message on any of the pages that you're on. Send a private message if you are looking for a private session, and we'll get you set up for that. I'll send you an email or message with information on times and prices. Remember to type me in the comment section, and if you're able to and would like to tip, I have Venmo and Cash App available. You can go to at Divo for to tip or Venmo or Cash App if you like. If not, just stick around. Remember, I like you to stick around for the whole show. That way you can get as much information as possible. We throw out cards. If there's not a lot of people, we might do a second round. So don't go away. You never know what can happen. So this is our little message for the day. Awakening inspires action. And the back of the card says, there's only what life is asking of me. There is only what life is asking me. You can't do more than what life is asking for. So make sure that don't overstress yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. Just what it is. Que dice, ya sabe, órale. Hello, I will buy some cups. Yes, as soon as we have them. We need to get our merchandise page up. So I'm probably, if you know how to do those, I'm having an issue with Etsy. And hola, mi amor, hola, Aida. How you doing, sweetie? I'm having trouble with my Etsy account. I don't know why it's not working. So if you're familiar with it, let me know. I would love to get some help on that. So let's get started, because Monica's like, ya, compadre, mucho habladero. Vamos a darle para adelante. So let's get Monica started. Remember, there's nothing else to remember. Remember, let's get y'all connected. Let's get y'all started. We're also looking at T-shirts that we've been wanting to buy. Ida says, great, I finally made it this week. I know. It's really interesting because I start recognizing the faces, right? I mean, I've known Ida for a long time, but you start recognizing the thumbnails, and it's really interesting to see like who's here and who's not. But let's start with Monica. Monica, already pretty. Remember, if you wanted something in Spanish, I've also got my relationship cards, so we can pull those out. Mónica. Mira, Mónica, vamos a empezar con que estás en la puerta a la felicidad. ¿Qué onda? ¿Por qué no quieres entrar a la felicidad? ¿Qué te está patinando? ¿Qué te está batallando? Como que no quieres entrar, pero mira, es que tu sexto sentido te está manifestando la entrada de la felicidad. Aquí lo tienes, hay que manifestar, pero felicidad en general como que no te queda. Tú tienes que manifestar la felicidad como te toca a ti. Creo que ya tenemos varias semanas hablando contigo acerca de que tú no eres general, no eres común, no eres básica, vaya. O sea, tú tienes una manera de ver la vida muy diferente, así que manifiesta los sueños y las metas para ti, no las que quieres para otra persona, sino para ti. Sí, mira, porque ahí está, le estás pensando mucho, no le des mucha vuelta a la cabeza, le piensas mucho y las cosas no se van a hacer. Así que entra a la puerta de la felicidad, manifiesta tú lo que tú quieres en tu vida y vas a ver que vas a dejar de pensar porque lo vas a sentir. Haz lo que tú sientes. Las cosas no se están dando porque le piensas mucho y se batalla para que se hagan. Así que, dale con la corazonada, que te llega la intuición, que te está llegando y vas a ver que va a salir más adelante más rápido. Pero no le pienses mucho, por eso las cosas se están tardando un poco. Espero me entiendas. ¿Sí me entendiste? Perfecto. Let's go with Joseph's next. Hi, Joseph, sir. How you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. Joseph, community, there's the group of people coming towards you. There we go. There's the community going. Would this be better? I tried this last week and it didn't work either. There we go. You've got a good community behind you to make the right connections. There we go. Now this card, the Magician in the Mirror, you've gotten this card before. It's pulled for you before, and it's what I've been telling you for a while there. You have the ability to create the world you want. See, there's the fire and there's ice. You have a balance to create the connections you want, but it's out there in your community. I'm going to say this with love, but I feel like we keep coming back to the same people, places, and things that you've been going to. Has it been working out? Has it really been working out for you to keep going to do the same thing? Or is it time to create the future that you want? So this is all about you and creating the future that you're looking for yourself. Are you happy where you are? And just answer that with yourself. Are you happy where you are? And if you're not happy, then start manifesting the things that you want. You have a good balance, sir. You have a good balance. It's just a matter of believing that for yourself. As long as you don't believe it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. There's nothing that I can say to make it happen for you. But if you start believing it, it's going to happen. Make sense? All right, let's go with Ida. Hi, baby. Ida, you're seeing things clearly. This is a really good time for you. Things are all clear for you. There you go. There's some coin coming in. There's a male energy around you with some coin that is allowing you to see things clearly. Just don't deceive yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Now I'm going to say this with love because Ida is an old friend of mine and a longtime client. So we've been doing some work together. So Ida, do not start deceiving yourself, especially when it comes to money, because things are clear. And I say this with love, but things are finally clear. They're clear for the first time in a long time. Like things are really clear. And we just talked about this in our last private session. Like things are really clearing up for you. You're really seeing things as accurately as they are. And here comes that money. But you need to let some of that deceit fall away. I don't think that this time is about somebody deceiving you. Say this with love, but I think it's about you deceiving yourself. About trying to convince yourself that things can go wrong. Right now, things are very clear. Things are out in the open. If you see the sun card, there's a little bit of everything. There's the energy, there's birds, there's flowers, there's water. Everything is there available for you. So things are really there. Things are really there for you. Why can't I speak today? All of a sudden. But there's some coin coming for you. So either a raise or an up in cash. But welcome it. Let's welcome it. That money itch. Bring it in. We want some more cash. Plus, if you have more cash, you can book more sessions, right? That's your dog in the picture. I know. I can see from here. I hope that made sense for you, Ida. Liz Longoria, how are you doing? Welcome. You wanted, oh, Ida wanted a romance card. We'll put one for you in just a second. Liz, there is some victory coming your way. So we're waiting for good results on some things. I feel like we're waiting, like the victorious card, I feel like you're just waiting for good news to come to you. And I feel like it is coming. It's just not going to come without a little bit of trouble. So just be aware that this good news or this success that you're looking for, or this triumphant moment that you're waiting for the victory card, it's coming to you, not without its little incidents. So I would say don't expect to get there without something interrupting it. Or, nunca falta la comadre. There's always somebody that's causing a little drama. So just be prepared for it. I talk about this on my TikTok lives in the morning. Action, reaction, positive and negative. Every action will cause a reaction, and every reaction is balanced by a positive and a negative. As long as you're going into this situation with that on your mind, you're not going to be surprised. You're going to be like, oh yeah, of course, it's bound to happen. Especially because your fourth chakra, comadre, your fourth chakra is your throat chakra. Be honest with yourself about the situation. Then you can be honest with other people. But first, be honest with yourself. First, be honest with yourself about why you want to succeed. Why is this victory so important to you? Does that make sense? Make sure that you ask yourself, why is this so important to me? And then after that, you can be honest with other people. And that way, when the hostilities come, you can say, mira, por esto. This is why I'm working so hard. This is why I want this to happen. This is why I've been busting my butt the last 6 months for things to happen. But you need to clear your throat chakra. You need to clear your throat chakra. And that is good with, I'm sorry, and I read this wrong. This is the fourth chakra. This is your heart chakra. But I'm going to stick with my throat chakra. I'm going to stick with throat chakra. But your heart chakra is about receiving information. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm really in the wrong direction, stop me and send me a comment right now. But I feel like your heart chakra is the way you receive information, and that's what the information has come from the comadres, from the other people. But I feel like your throat chakra needs a little bit of relief. So make sure that you're speaking your truth. I know it says fourth chakra, which is your heart, but I'm going with throat chakra. So just pay attention to that and let me know what happens. But first, be honest with yourself. Why are you going after what you're going through? If it's not to succeed. We don't start a business to lose money. We start a business to make money, ¿verdad? So this business that you're starting, this business that you're launching, why are you working so hard? Para el dinerito, para sacar cosas. No, we want things to happen. Ida, I'm going to pull one. There you go. This might answer your question. Express your love. There's your heart card. So I'm not going to say more than that for Ida, because Ida wanted a romance card. So there it is. Express your love, Ida. It's not a bad thing to show people what you really feel. It's okay. It's okay to do that. So make sure, after what we were just talking about in our last session, no need to hide. No need to hide right now. Danny Hasso says she wants a little bit of love. The love boat. That's all I'm saying. I'm having a little glee moment. How are you doing? I see a lot of more people coming in. Make sure that you're typing me in the comment section. If you're just joining me, I also have the romance cards available. Feel free to share this on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Make sure you share this page with your friends and family. Make sure they join us to watch. If you're watching this on YouTube, do me a favor. Will you scroll down and hit the subscribe button? That would really help us a lot. Danny, is there new energy coming on around you? This card says children, but sometimes that means new energy around you. Huh. So this could be the one. So is there a new energy around you is there a new energy around you that's bringing new energy to you? Is there somebody that's coming back to you? So here's what's telling me. So here's the children card. Children card can be children, but it can also mean, I feel like these cards are too dark. I apologize. Let me see. There we go. Children can be children, but it can also be just a new energy that's like roaming around you. So is there a new energy that's, are you looking for children? Sometimes it's a puppy, sometimes it's something new, but I feel like in love, there's a newborn energy that's coming to you. This could be the moment for you to like really like settle down, like put some roots down. But this is reconciliation. So my guess is always there's somebody from our past that's coming back and kind of like smelling around, see what's going on. So if your energy is calling for you to reconciliate with somebody, reconciliate, is that the right word? Reconciliate. Yeah, you know what I mean. With somebody and start something new, then this could be the right time to do it. If you're looking for a push to go back to an ex, an old flame, an old friend, it doesn't always have to be somebody you were involved in. It could just be some friend a friend that you had that wants to back in your life. This is a good time to do that. So tap into your old flames. My head is telling me that I have if I were like I'm looking through your eyes, like there's somebody that I wanted to be involved in that's coming back into my life. So you never know. If that makes sense, does that make sense to you? Let me know if that makes sense to you. Monica says, yes, I know, right, girl. Who we got next? David Gonzalez. Hi, David Gonzalez. David Gonzalez is it's an old friend who's been a really good supporter from my beginning of my podcast, and he's a regular watcher. Thank you for joining, David. All right, David. So I feel like in your case, because these come out right after the others. So there's something going on in the family unit, in the family energy. Excuse me. I feel like in your case, we're just lots of things clearing up, lots of things making sense. Sorry, my table's lopsided. There's a lot of things that are making sense to you at the moment. I feel like there's a lot of understandings after misunderstandings happen, or clearing up of energies around you. I feel like this is a really good time for you to understand that the family unit, I don't know why I want to say this, but it wasn't all a lie. It was just that some things were not open or available to you. Especially because of the possibilities that are opening up for you. I feel like instead of looking at this as a door shut, look at it as an opportunity open. And I say this also because here's your personal value. Here's your door to value. So I feel like, because this card jumped out as I was shuffling. I feel like as the rose-colored glasses are falling from your eyes, it is giving you the opportunity to find that happiness that you were looking for and seek some new opportunities, mainly because you're finding your inner value. I remember one time I invited you to be a guest on my podcast, and you, I don't know if you said you didn't have a story, you didn't have anything to talk about, but I think you do. I think your story is way more interesting than you gave yourself credit for. I mean, if you want to come on my podcast, that's fine. But I feel like this is a really good opportunity. I feel like now you're finding the value to yourself. You're really starting to discover who you really are as a person, and that's really exciting. Now, remember, we talk about this all the time: action, reaction, positive, negative. As you are taking action and finding yourself, and there's a reaction, not everybody around you is going to like that you are this new powerful person. Not everybody around you is going to appreciate who you're becoming. So make sure that you take into consideration. Also realize that as you're making changes within you, like spiritually, know that there are parts of you that will reject that, because you've been so comfortable in the way you've been for so long that when you start making changes, body, mind, and spirit get they have to readjust. It's like an alignment in tires. You know, you can't just align one. You have to do it all 4 tires. That much I know about cars. So just know that you're finding your own space and you're getting centered into who you really are. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Rosie Alvarez. Hola, Rosie. ¿Cómo estamos? All right, let's look at Rosie. Okay. We talk about this on my TikTok live, that when I do card readings for groups like this, like cards repeat themselves. And here it is. Like I just shuffled this, but here's the deceit card again. So Rosie, it's like everybody's eyes are opening up lately. Interesting for Rosie. I feel like some of this newfound information, which made you realize how much misinformation was out there for you, is causing a little bit of anxiety. Now, the cool thing, you're like, what? There's a cool thing? Yes. The cool thing about your anxiety is that it's making you go within and figure out what's going on. It's making you aware of your emotions, feelings, thoughts, memories, and that's what's opening the door to spirit. So as crazy as this sounds, allow yourself to walk through the anxiety. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist. I'm just spiritually coaching you. If you don't go through it now, you're gonna have to confront it at another time. So some of these lies that are coming to light that are causing you anxiety, they're gonna help you get through this tunnel. But so that you don't have to go through this particular tunnel again. Does that make sense? So go through it now, deal with it now, and you'll see how things are going to work out so much better for you. But this anxiety is well-timed, because this is, if anything, this is the right time for you to experience this and be able to live through it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I know people are like, how do you want me to go through anxiety? Trust me, comadre. Trust me. Ida says, go for it. I know it's always with love. Yes, it's always with love. Of course they are. Yes, they are. And we got Rick. Hi, Rick. Rick is watching us over on LinkedIn. Thank you for everybody who's watching on LinkedIn. So happy that you're here. But you commented something at the bottom. So let me see what you said down at the bottom. Oh, there we go. Yes. So I'm going to jump over here and say, I'm going to jump over here to Rick said, hi. Ida said, true. I will spend it before I make it. I'm up for a raise next month. And yes, more say, yeah, okay, there you go. There's the money coming for you. I understand. You're welcome, Liz Longoria. You're welcome, Ida. And there we are. Rick is right there. Rick says, me. Hi, Rick. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the... Why do I shuffle it right at the microphone? Do you guys hear it really loud when I shuffle? I bet you do. I shuffle it because that way you guys know that like I really am shuffling, and that the cards come up by themselves. Like I don't know. I don't know. It happens on TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok in the mornings, you should. I'm on TikTok every morning from 9 to 10 Pacific Standard Time doing breakfast with the comadres. You can join in, get some readings there. Rick, got the whole world in your hands. All right, Rick. So here's what's going on with you. The world is in your hands, buddy. You got it. If you feel like you've got nothing going on, you got everything going on. That's probably where the overwhelming sensations are coming from. You probably feel like there's too much on your hands, you're too much on your plate, whatever term you want to use, but you're exactly doing what you're exactly supposed to be doing at this moment. So don't stress. Don't stress. I feel like you're stressing over stressing, but I think it's just part of who you are. I don't know you, but you're going to come out okay. So this project that you're stressing on, this project that you have a deadline for, that you want to accomplish, it doesn't necessarily have to be professional. It can be personal, but I feel like there's something that you want to accomplish and you're kind of like ready to just finish. And that's cool. Just give yourself a little, like, Take a breather. It's going to be okay. You're going to come out victorious in this, not without its little dose of storms. So as long as you know that. So here's the thing. You're going to be victorious. You're going to be okay in this project, in this new move that you're having. And you're going to have the world in your hands, but you're also going to have a little storms. That's okay. It's part of the nature. It's part of life. We were just talking about this action, reaction, positive, negative. So as long as you know that what you're moving into is going to have its glitches, it's going to have its little storms, then you'll be okay. Just have a strategy. If A doesn't work, I'll go to B. If B doesn't work, I'll go to C. But always have that strategy coming up so that you know that things will work out well for you. As long as you are aware of that, you will be okay. So don't go into this expecting everything to go bad or everything to go good. Expect things to be balanced, and you'll see how you're going to come out at the end, and you will succeed in what you have coming up. I hope that makes sense. That makes sense? I hope that makes sense. Comadre Alice, ¿cómo estamos? My comadre Alice. Ay, comadre. I'm coming to Houston in September. I'll be in Houston in September. I'm going to be in El Paso. Then I'm coming to Phoenix first. Then I'm going to El Paso. Then Houston. And then probably down, I mean, not probably, and then down to the valley, down to Texas Valley. So I'm going to be, but I voy a andar, comadre. So let's get some groups together for some readings. Alice, here's your third chakra. Now, I know we've talked about your intuition. You have a really good intuition. Your third chakra, which is your solar plex, right in the belly, which is the one that has the intuitive and the gut feelings and that connection to you. You've always had that. See, just be patient. Things are happening. Mira, and here, what just like Rick just now, you have the world in your hands. Alice, your intuition about your gut feeling that things are getting better for you, that things are going to get bigger and better for you, is not off. You just got to be a little bit patient, and you'll see how you get the world in front of you. I'm going to say this because I feel like for you, having your intuition and your gut feelings open, también those little things that are nagging at you, and we've talked about this before, I think so, those little things that nag at you, like algo anda mal, esto no anda bien, alguien anda por mal pasos, somebody is just getting off the paved road a little bit, so you need to bring them back in, you need to wrangle them back in. So you're just trust your gut. But I feel like as long as you're patient, it'll happen. You'll have it all back together. But trust your gut feeling, trust your instinct, and you'll see that you're right. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? Pero tú sabes lo que está pasando. ¿Para qué nos hacemos locos? Si ya sabemos. We know. I feel like there's some things that you can only say in Spanish. Like there's some things that you can only you can translate them, but they don't have the same feelings, right? Does that make sense? We're going with David Roman. Hi, David Roman. I hope this is making sense to you, folks. I feel like the tea is making me super connected today. Él con el tea. Se me perdió. David Roman, there we go. All right, David. So first of all, here's your sixth chakra. This is about your dreams and your goals and your manifestation. For everybody, sixth chakra is right here. This is where we dream, where we go, where we have our vision boards. This is where we pray. This is where we connect completely to what we want to come to us. Keep connecting. Keep bringing... Compadre David, bring back those dreams that you thought you lost. They're not lost. They're just, sometimes our dreams get hidden in that closet up here. They get caught up behind responsibility and maturity and adulthood. Se pierden. They get all lost in the back. So it's time to go back in there and pull out one of those dreams that you forgot for a little while. It's a really good time to do it, especially because you got people around you that are going to help you do it. You got a good community that will help you do it. I don't know if you're starting a band or you're starting a group of something or a committee. Algo juntos. We're going to be a group. There's going to be a group. Lo que sí, just be careful with some of the envious energies around you. Make sure that you keep those in check. because there is that opportunity to do some really cool things with your dreams, especially when it comes to group people. But just be careful with some of those energies. It's what some people would call the Yoko Ono thing. But there is a lot of appreciation. It's really the universe showing you to be appreciative of the things that you have around you. So just when you thought that some of these things would not have a chance to manifest, the universe, God, life, it's giving you a second chance to do that thing that you always wanted to dream of. So make sure that you call on Archangel Metatron, and he will help you manifest what you want. Just tell him to come and help you out. Tell him you need this to happen, and trust that your community is going to help you. Nada más ten cuidado. Watch out with that one little envious energy around you that's trying to stop you from moving in the right direction. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Mr. Spence, how are you doing, sir? So good to see you, man. I miss you. I miss you. We have to get together soon. And of course, let's pull one for you. I hope I hope this is making sense for you folks. I hope this is making sense. I feel very relaxed today. I feel like all my feelings and emotions are just like I'm not overthinking it. I'm not overanalyzing what I'm going to say. I'm just like blah, 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 blah. So. All right, sir. So the fifth chakra, your Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is all about your throat chakra. This is, I talk about this on my other shows all the time. We are the center of our ripple. So everybody watching right now, you are the center of your ripple. You are the center of your universe. You may not be the center of anybody else's, but you're definitely the center of your universe. So when you drop something, when you take that action, the ripple effect, the positive and the negatives, the actions and reactions, it's going to ripple out. So for Richard, that thing that you've been avoiding telling yourself, there is the truth, and that you need to tell yourself so that things can start moving in the direction that you need to go, especially when it comes to signing any contracts, when it comes to filling out any paperwork, whether it's a new house, a new car, any legal bindings. Just be careful to really be honest with yourself before you sign any contracts, because it's time to take some action. It's really time to get up and moving in any direction, up, down, sideways. But it's important to take some action. Now, because we've been friends for a long time and you're also a client, I know we've worked on this before. So have you taken action on some of the things that we talked about before, or are you still holding back on yourself? And if you're holding back, then it's really time to be honest with yourself and figure out why. So it's important to talk to Archangel Gabriel and have him open that dialogue with yourself. And you can do it in front of a mirror. You can do it while you're in the shower, go for a walk, whatever it is that inspires you the most. But talk to Archangel Gabriel and tell him to bring you enough, open yourself up enough to talk honestly with yourself and figure out what you do. And then before you sign any contract, see what the action that you need to take. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. I just feel like it's really important that you talk to yourself right now and clear up that energy. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. All right. Juan Rodriguez, it's you. Hola, Juanito, ¿cómo estamos? Claro que sí, papá. Interesting. Here is the garden and the gate. The garden and the gate is all about opening those doors and allowing yourself to go through it. We all do this. For everybody watching, we all do this. There is an opportunity for us to walk through the gate and receive everything that's owed to us, that everything the universe has for us. And then we stop ourselves. ¿Por qué? Why do we stop ourselves? You were right there at the garden, especially when it comes to some male energy. There's a man with a heart. So this could be you falling in love, or this could be you falling in love with somebody else. But there's a male energy. Remember, for everybody watching, a male energy could be a man or a very masculine female, or if it's a female energy, it can be a female or a very feminine man. So remember, it's not the you know what I'm talking about. It's not the person, it's their energy. But you're surrounded by love at the moment. So there's a heart, there's love, and there's your happiness. Are you stopping yourself from being happy? Are you stopping yourself from being in love or falling in love? Or like with Ida a minute ago, like from just saying I love you. Are you stopping yourself from that going direction? Because this is really a good time. And if you're like, there's nobody in my life, well, maybe it starts with you. Make sure that you love yourself. Say I love myself. And know that you deserve that love. Once you do that, then other energies will come into your life. So if you're like, there's nobody in my life, well, there's you, buddy. There's you, Juanito. When anybody tells me, oh, there's nobody in my life to love me, well, love yourself. Show yourself some love. What have you been depriving yourself that you've been wanting? A new car, a new shirt, a new appliance, whatever it is. And when you open love to yourself, you open love from others. So make sure that you give yourself that permission. Does that make sense, Juanito? I hope that makes sense. Where are we? Manuela, mi amiga Manuela, ¿cómo estamos? De allá de Texas también. Claro que sí, mi amiga. ¿Cómo estamos? El otro día te estaba viendo en tu programa. I was watching you on your show. You had that singer. We need to talk so you can send me some people to interview. And you know, Manuela was my mom's name, so you have a special place in my heart. Doña Mela le decía a mi madre. Here is that connection. Aquí está la conexión que estabas buscando. Ahí anda alguien rondando. Ahora, no necesariamente tiene que ser un enamorado. Puede ser una amistad, puede ser una familia. Puede ser tú misma que te estás volviendo a enamorar contigo misma. Pero mira, te traen un poco enredado con este amor. Andas un poco enredada, entonces, o puede ser una conexión. Porque siento que la conexión amorosa o esta conexión que hay no te parece tanto a ti. Siento como que la otra persona es la que está más invertida en esta relación que tú. Lo digo porque mira, aquí está la baraja de la ansiedad. Como que esta relación, esto que está pasando, puede ser con un enamorado, puede ser con familia, con amistad, pero siento como que esta relación te está trayendo más ansiedad a ti, como que está más invertida a la otra persona que tú, y es lo que te está causando ansiedad. Así que mucho pendiente. Eso también puede ser de trabajo, pon atención, puede ser de trabajo. Así que si hay algo que te está causando un poco de ansiedad, ahorita es el momento de despegarte un poquito. Pero ten cuidado, no lo digo por mala, ten cuidado, sino te está pendiente de que la otra persona puede tener más inversión en esta relación que tú, pero que tiene toda amarrada y te trae toda la ansiedad. Así que mucho cuidado con eso. ¿Sí me entiendes? ¿Sí me entiendes? Perfecto. Henry Redo says hi. Kyria says hi, and she says me, and we will definitely say me. I hope this is making sense to you folks. Oh, I put some incense, and let me tell you, between the incense and the hot tea that I'm drinking, I am so relaxed right now. I wonder if that's what it is. I'm just like, life is good. I want to remind everybody you're watching the Card Divo on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure you stick around. These will be available later, so if you missed anything, you can go back and watch it again. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and follow us hit the notification button, follow us for new shows. I have something posted new every day. There's always something new every day. So make sure that you come in and join us. Kira, there's a broken heart. What's going on? Interesting. So this card has been bumping up a whole lot today. There's a theme going on. So here's the deceit. Now I'm going to put this to Dorja Spirit. So I'm going to show you all three cards are the same. So first of all, the broken heart. This could be broken feelings. Somebody insulted you. Somebody hurt you. Somebody let you down. Somebody wasn't up to your expectations. That could always break our heart. But I feel like the deceit that's there. This is coming at a time when when you're connecting to spirit. So spirit is opening the doors for you to allow you to tap into yourself. And I feel like that's why some things are falling apart to give you, like some things are falling apart to give you a push into finding yourself. So if people are letting you down, if people are not meeting their expectations around you, if things are just not working out the way you want them, I feel like the reason that this is happening is because the universe is trying to push you in a new direction. And because you have been trying for a while and weren't succeeding, the universe is like, you know what? I'm going to give you the push that I think you need. So it's pushing you in the way that you need to go. Allow it to happen. This is a really good time for you to make those changes. And if you're not going to do them yourself, the universe is going to do it for you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that made sense. Alice says, we're good. I'm so glad you're good. Your kids are such hard workers. Jacqueline, Arcadia, claro que sí. You know what? I'm going to change cards over a little bit. Those are getting a little warm. I feel like I got really quiet because I did get really quiet, right? I don't know what it is. I feel so relaxed right now. Maybe it's the chamomile tea. It completely relaxed me. So Jacqueline, take your time. This is not a time to rush things, especially when it comes for you to get grounded. I feel like you're getting grounded at the moment. I feel like you're really finding your footing. You're setting your new foundation. You're setting your new goals. But you need to be able to ask for some help. I know these cards are kind of hard to read, but I feel like Spirit is there to help you. So Spirit is sending you some of these things to help you along the way. It's not pity. People are not feeling sorry for you. It's not a donation. This is Spirit sending you the help that you've been asking for. But just get grounded. I'm going to say this with love, but get off that pedestal for just a little bit. Things are coming to you because you've been asking for them. You worked hard for them. It's going to take a little time to get you where you want to go, but it doesn't mean you're not going to get there. But I'm just going to say this. You're not going to get there alone. So make sure that you're asking your helpers to guide you in the direction that you want to go, and they will open some doors for you. So I'm not liking the way those are looking on camera, so I'm going to go back to the energy cards. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Alice says that's not too far away. Yeah, so I'm gonna. She says you're so right. Thank you. I appreciate that. My love you too, comadre. Ya sabes. Marie. Why did I lose track of where I was going? I tell you, I am feeling so relaxed right now. I need that rest. Interesting. Okay, so here's the rest. So your energy needs a little bit of rest. You need to like just relax a little bit, especially when it comes to that female energy that's lingering around you. This is interesting because there's both the heart female and the thinking female. And the resting. So are you like are you bouncing back and forth between feelings and are you trying to be logical and then you try to be emotional, then you try to be logical and then you try to be emotional and you're like, I don't know which way to go? You need to stop for a minute, let things settle, don't push things too hard, let things settle down for a little bit before you move forward, because I feel like these are the two things that are keeping you from resting. It's going between resting and thinking and the thinking card and the heart card, like going back and forth from one energy to another is stressing out your body, especially when it comes to shoulders. That's where you're carrying a lot of this responsibility, but you can't do everything. So make sure that you delegate some of this energy over to other people. Let other people handle their own things. You're not, I say this with love, you're not God, you're not the universe. You can't fix everything. So let people fix their own things so that you can get the rest that you need. Does that make sense? Because between the way you feel and the way you think, it's going to cause you some major stress. So make sure that you don't fall into that. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. It's not a little harsh, didn't it? Miss you too, sir. Yes, very soon. Let's get together very soon. Mickey, how you doing? Oh, I was just looking at something today and it made me think about you. And I'm so glad you're here. I must have been calling you mentally. My energy was calling on you. Come to me. Come to me. Mickey. Ooh, there's the family card. But you have a lovely family. So, family, community. Wow. So this new chapter in your life, what is this contract? Now, even though like there's the family card, there's the community card, but I feel like the contract card, are we, like the first thing that popped into my head was, are we renewing vows or are we renewing a contract somehow? Like the second thing that popped into my head is like a new house. So I don't know if you're moving or if you're changing spaces. But definitely your family and your community are behind you in this situation. So a lot of times, so I don't know if you're just like renewing something. It also could, if you are starting a new business or connecting a new business, like the first thing that would really pop into my head is like a co-op. Like I don't know what kind of co-op, like a farmer's co-op or selling co-op, like something where you are part of. But because here's the family, here's the community, here's the contract. But I also felt like vows. So either is there like a special anniversary coming that we want to celebrate? Because this is a really good time to do that. What's with your back too? What's with your back? I'm feeling my lower back. Pay attention to that. Here's the broken heart. Do you feel like your energy feels like you need to do this to move forward? And I think that's really cool. Sometimes we mend the broken heart by taking some action. So your family, your community are helping you with this contract, but there's also some feelings and emotion in play. Allow the feelings and emotions to flow through. They're going to help you achieve the goal that you're looking for. But I do feel if there is an anniversary, happy anniversary coming up for you. I just feel like this is a really good time for you to like reconnect with yourself. Julieta says, yes, please. Hold on, I'm coming back. Okay, we'll come back to Julieta. Let me just answer some of these. Thank you, makes total sense. You're welcome. Manuela, we read her already. Juan Rodriguez says yes, and thank you. I said your name right. Good. Gracias, muchas gracias. Sí, lo entiendo. Ya sabes, hay algo que estaba yo a punto de hacer. Y el otro día dijiste la respuesta que necesitaba. Qué buena onda, qué bueno. Perfecto. Oh, hi, babes. I love myself and deserve your love. Yes, definitely. Who else did we say? Jacqueline said, thank you. Yes, please. Okay, we'll come back to that. Thank you. Marie says, thank you. Nikki says, yes. Oh, yes, 50 years. Well, congratulations. And then I'm on the right plaque. Oh, yeah. Okay. So your anniversary is coming. Spirit is watching you. Spirit's got you on this. Spirit knows what's going on. Spirit's like, what's up? I got you. I know what's going on. What? Julia Hurtado. Okay. You didn't say me, but I'm guessing you wanted to say me. So I'm going to pull one for you. And then we'll go down the line again. Yeah. Is it because somebody's not going to be there, Mickey? Is that what's hurting? That's what's hurting you, that somebody's not going to be able to be around you this year for your anniversary? Is that what's hurting? I'm not sure. All right. So, Juliet, there's some hostilities going on around you, girl. What's happening? Especially because, be patient. Some of these things that are happening for you, it's just a matter of having patience. They're going to get fixed. It's just going to take a little time. It's gonna take time, but it's gonna take you too. I don't want to put all the responsibility on you, but I feel like, I say this with love, some of the things that are occurring, it's really important for you to, some of the things that are happening, it's really important for you to stop what you're doing. Stop it. Make sure you're putting positive energy into what you want to accomplish. I feel like we need to stop instigating the situation and give it time to happen on its own a little bit. But you've got the power to heal the situation. You've got the power to manifest what you want. So just put in the positive energy, have a little patience, and you'll see like some of these hostilities will go away. This could also be you towards you, because we do that too. We instigate ourselves like, you haven't done this, you haven't accomplished this, you haven't finished that. And then our spirit gets broken down. And then we wonder why we're always like, oh, like I don't want to do anything. Like, what's going on? Not depressed, clinical depressed, just like really down on ourselves. So I challenge you to stop being so hostile with yourself and be patient and see how things start changing around. Start with some positive reinforcements in the morning. Just start with that and see where it takes you. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. I don't mean to be harsh about it, but Manuela, yes, please. We went through those. There we go. Mighties, how you doing? Oops, that one jumped out. There's some money coming your way. I feel like there's some money coming your way and you've been a little hesitant to like either accept it or accept what's happening. But some of these, I lost the word. I was going to say some fancy $5 word, but it just escaped with me. The reason I feel like you're just avoiding it, but it's just a cycle that you're going through. It's just a moment, a lapse. But I feel like the temple path, this is the road that's been there laid out for you. There is a future in the direction that you're going. And there's definitely some coin to be had. But I feel like right now it's just a cycle of fear that you're going through, and don't sit there too long, but just wait for the next moon cycle to go through. And I feel like you'll change your mind. So don't say no to this promotion. Don't say no to this new future that's available for you. Just don't say no yet. Do me a favor and just don't say no yet and wait a little bit. And you'll see how you start noticing how things are going to change, and it'll make a big difference for you. I hope that made sense. That made sense. Talisha, how are you doing? Have you been here before, Talisha? I feel like your name is new. I tell you, when the cards want to come out, there's some money for you there, Talisha. Who's this man with the coin? You're thinking about it too much. And I see why. I see why you're thinking about this. So there is a male energy with some money flow. What you were thinking is going to happen in a negative way. It has the possibility of happening. So just be careful. If at one point you've been let down by this energy person before, it's a possibility that it can happen again. So just pay really good attention at the words, recognize them, think about the patterns, and you'll know the direction that it's going. Yeah, you got some coin coming to you, girl. Don't worry. You don't need to hold on to this energy. Not that I'm not saying like gold digger energy. I'm just saying like you won't need to be depending on somebody for much longer. I feel like some things are starting to turn for you, and it'll bring you the good fortune that you're looking for. Put the $3 bills for everybody watching. If you haven't done it yet, put three $1 bills on your door. Staple them together and then tape them to the door on the inside of the door. And every time you open the door, it brings in that good energy. So $3, like any dollar bills. The ones that I have are on my refrigerator, and I have found them all. I found them on the street. Actually, one of them, I actually found them right outside my door. And I have it on my fridge because I open my fridge door a lot. So, but wherever door you open a lot, put $3 bills, staple them together, all facing the same direction, and then tape them to the door, either your refrigerator or your front door. And that will bring that money energy into you. But I would not be don't wait too long on this person. You don't need to wait too long. Yes, I got you, Prima. A kiss to you. And we've got, let's see. Jordy. Hi, Jordy. Oh my God, I always love when y'all come to visit. Y'all is just so cool. The whole family is cool. The whole family is cool. All right, so we've got Jordy and then Jody. Huh? Jordy and Jody. All right, Jordy, and you're going to be my last one for the day. All right, so there's a little bit of envy energy around. Be careful with the community. Just pay attention to people around you that are throwing a little bit of shade towards you. Especially when it comes to your happiness. So there is an energy out there that is a little envious. Now, this could be you also, but I don't. For some reason, I'm not going to go in that direction. I just feel like in the community around you. I didn't say friends. I just said the community. There's a community around you. There's a little bit of an envy energy around you, especially as you're moving up, as you're finding your way. And it's okay. It happens to everybody. As your action is causing a reaction. And it's going to be good and bad. So some people are going to be really happy for you, and some people will not. So just be aware of that. Be aware that not everybody celebrates our moments. But you're right at the door of prosperity. I'm sorry, of healing and happiness. You're right there at the door. Just keep walking. Don't stop, girl. This is not the moment to stop, girl. This is not the moment to stop. Keep going. Don't let haters hate on you. Don't let haters stop. Their walls are made out of paper. They're not going to hold you back. So this next step that you're taking in your life, this, can I show you the last card, the happiness one? This one? This new, are you getting a new door for your house? Is that what we're doing? This new way that you're going. So it's happiness, community, and envy. So you know somebody who wears black dresses all the time? Are you really getting a new door? Are you serious? Yeah, some people are just not completely celebrating your success. That's okay. That's okay. Just sage your house. Put a selenite stone at the door. A crystal painting it. Oh! So basically you're getting a new door? Are you serious? That is crazy. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all a story before I go in just a minute because it's going to be crazy. So yeah, this new, just keep going. People are trying to throw some shade at you and be all like, oh my God, Jordy, you have new sage? Okay, good. You have new sage. Keep using it. Like, oh my God, Jordy thinks she's all that because she's like moving up in the world. Oh my God. And you're like, I busted my ass for this. I've done a lot of work. And Jordy is as also a client, so we've done some work together, and I'm so proud of you of just the direction that you're taking in your life. You're so amazing. You're amazing. Go girl. So I showed you your card. She said thank you. She's not getting a new door, but she is painting her new door, and she just had sage. Everybody should have sage at home. Everybody should have sage at home. So, okay, I'm going to do the last couple of cards. Where was I? Jordy and Jody. There we go. How you doing, Jody? So nice to hear. Nice to see you here. So I'm going to give you all a great reading. So I had a client this morning, and that I was reading for, and we were using my new cards, my personal deck that I'm creating, or that I created. It's just not up for sale yet. And I was telling her in her sacral chakra card, it came up that there was a lot of female energy around her. And she started laughing. And I was asking her, why are you laughing? Like, what's going on? TMI, she says, I started my period today. And I was like, oh, that's a lot of female energy. So from then on, we knew that was going to be a good reading. And I'll be damned that a lot of things were like, she was like, yes, 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 yes. So Jody, here's a cycle. We are in a cycle, girl. Talk about, just came out a minute ago. Finding your personal value. I am so happy for you because we have been working on this for a long time on you finding your value, finding your personal place. There it is. You're at the garden in the gate. So this is you just walking into everything that you want for yourself. This is where you pick the flowers you planted and all the fruits that you can harvest of everything you planted because you're finding your own value. And this is the perfect cycle for you. This is a perfect time. So whatever is happening right now, this is the time for you to harvest what you planted. Is that sounds right? Yes, that's right. And you're right there at the gate. Because you've been a client for a long time, I can tell you this. You have been working really hard to find your place in the world. Push yourself a little harder and do it. Do not step back. Do not step back into your fears, your anxiety. Keep going forward. It's rather like, what is it? If you're going through hell, keep on walking. The devil may not even notice that you're there. So just keep walking and get out of the tunnel that you've been in. And you're going to see that light shine. But I am so proud of you of all the work that you've been doing on yourself. You're pretty amazing. You're pretty amazing. But just keep going. Just keep going. All right. Priscilla did not say me, but I'm going to pull one for Priscilla just because you didn't say me, but I'm going to. Priscilla, the community. There's some indecision that you have towards a new group of people. Pay attention to the situation. Yeah, the people that lift up your spirit, that's where you need to go. Ignore the people that are trying to have you or make you do things that are going against your own standards. If it's against your standards, your spirit will not be happy. So just make sure that you make the decision to go with the people that really want you around. Does that make sense? Jody says, thank you. I'm amazing. Oh, thank you. So cool. Jody gave me her heart. Thank you for giving me her heart. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. You're working so hard to get to where you are. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, right, when we met years ago? Sandra. Okay, we're going to go over time for just a couple of minutes, but these are the last two. Girl, you have enough. There is enough. Stop being so anxious. You have enough love around you. I don't know if you're having any feelings or emotions that people don't care about you, that people don't like you, that nobody wants you. I need you to listen to me. People do want you around. People do love you. People like you. But I need you to start with this and do me a favor. Start with you. We talked about this just earlier in the show. Drop that stone. You are the ripple. Like, love, and respect yourself first. Like, love, and respect yourself first. If you do that, the ripple effect will hit other people, and other people will learn to like, love, and respect you. But if you don't show me how to like you, how to love you, and how to respect you, how am I supposed to do that? We don't just automatically love people. We don't. I know people want to share love, and that's fine, but we don't just automatically know how to love people. We don't know how to automatically like people, but we can respect people right off the bat. Like I can respect you for just taking the initiative to do something. And then once we find something in common, I'm like, man, I really like Landra. She's really cool. And then once I like you and hang out with you long enough, I'm like, man, I really love this chick. Like she's really like hardworking. She's funny. She's tough. She's passionate. But you need to start with you. Like, love, and respect you. And then the ripple effect will show me how to do it. So bring that energy back to you. Bring it back. Wrangle it all in. We're going to mend it, and then we'll send it out again. It's like a net catching fish. Sometimes it needs a little mending. So pick up that net, bring it into the boat, mend it up, like, love, respect myself, and then toss it back out and see how many people come to you. Just watch. Just watch. Dare you. Dare you. Dare you. All right, and Gabe. All right, Gabe. Thank you for being here. If you haven't seen the videos on YouTube of Gabe being a co-host on the Christian and Daniel show, go check it out. He is hilarious on the show. We will have him back. Gabe, there's the new journey for you. Happy family energy. And it's a path that was already meant for you. So this new journey that you're going on, it's okay. There's going to be a happy energy. There's going to be a balance of happy energy around you, happy family energy. But because this is the path that you were meant to take. So even when it gets rough, when it gets tough, it's still going to work out for you. It's still going to happen for you. So allow yourself to go on this journey and just know that at the end of the path, there's going to be some happy energy. But look, path and journey, you were meant to go on this. This is part of your destiny. So as tough as it may get sometimes, you're going to come out at the end and you're going to be okay. So just give yourself a chance to do that. We're running over the hour, but David Gonzalez says one more thing. David goes, Daniel, what do the cards say for me? How dare you, sir? How dare you question me? Okay, but I'm going to do it and then it's time to go. For me, there's the garden. Yes, I do hold myself sometimes from gathering everything that I feel I deserve. There's some money coming my way. Good for me. And it's funny because I had the money itch earlier, so it's interesting. Yeah, so my issue is with money. I have issues. I have some big things to pay for coming up, and but I also know that I'm ready to collect on some things that I want, and I've been hesitating to manifest on my own things, and I have conflicts with myself. So it's really tough sometimes to give myself permission to collect the things that I want. Before I go, I want to remind you guys that we have 3 shows, so make sure you check us out every week. We've got the Christian and Daniel show, the Card Divo here on Fridays, and then 2 shows Saturdays, noon and 5, with Put It Together Conversations. Make sure you join us. If you have not heard, I have a book. Grumpy Bunny and the Color Game. It's out on all of these markets, Bookshop, Target, Bunny 17 Media, Amazon Books, and Barnes & Nobles. Grumpy Bunny and the Colors Game is a book about meditation. It's good for children, for kids, but also for adults. So if you are wanting to learn how to meditate, then that is the book to get. Vera, don't go. I'm going to give you one card before you go. Remember, Vera, it's 5 o'clock on Fridays. It's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Vera, trust your instincts, girl. Trust your guts. Trust your instincts. Here's the 3rd chakra. This is all about your gut and your instincts. Trust yourself right now. You're making some good decisions. Process them through your tummy, through your gut feelings. Don't overthink this decision that you need to make. you're making the right decision, whether that be yes or no, but you're making the right decision. And you just need to make a commitment to trust yourself. Yes, you can trust other people, but first trust yourself. Everybody watching, thank you so much for being here. I'm Daniel G. Got us at the card Divo. If you missed any of this, remember, it's on replay, so you can come back and watch it. If you missed anything I said, you can rewatch it and play it. If you're watching us on YouTube, do me a favor, scroll down, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to know when new shows are coming up. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.